Hello! Hello, everybody! Who's that? That's not what should be there. We don't know who that is yet. we do. Hello, everybody. Welcome to It's a Long Story. A place where we roll dice, we tell stories, and we create magic. We are here with most of the Unearthed Arcanum. Kiki is off this week. But for those that are here, everybody, take a look at your camera, wave, and say hi.
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 Hi. Hello.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Wunderbar.
Wunderbar. Welcome, everybody. For those that have no idea what this is, we're a D&D live stream that runs every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Having 5 parties, this many, living, existing, and breathing. For those that do in the same homebrew world, the wonderful, beautiful world of Astera. So welcome. No announcements for this week so far. We are business as normal. I will say what I said last session is that if there are anyone who is typically or known to watch multiple campaigns on this, this is the month to do that. There's been a lot of stuff that's been going on that's going to be hitting all of Astera pretty hard, and a lot of cool little I don't know what you want to call them, but cool little like hints at other campaigns. It's been very fun this year, playing around
Easter
with
eggs.
that. Yeah, little Easter eggs.
Ioke, I brought up
little-
on Monday night.
That's right. Yep, that's true.
He got called a good boy.
Because
Oh,
a
a good boy.
handsome man.
A handsome man, a good boy.
Yeah. It was the.
I have
Can
to
you describe
ask
what Io
you.
looks like? And I loved Foss's answers. You know what? He's a very handsome man.
Mhm.
I like that Faustus is just honest.
Honest, comfortable with his sexuality.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful thing.
And,
it is.
and impressive because Io does have 11 eyes and counting.
Hey,
You know what?
hey, what those eyes do though? That's what I'm saying.
See all the beauty of the world.
They curl up and cry.
That's hot. Okay. What are we doing? We don't have any announcements. Is what I was trying to say. We will therefore move on to our sponsor of the year, which is Lorify. Lorify has joined us for some reason in this wonderful and crazy journey that we've been with these heroes,
And us.
and also Clinton. Awesome, useful tool for those that are bad at taking notes, like me, or just don't want to take notes, or want to have something that can reassure them that they are not missing anything in their notes.
Or those who
especially
are
if you're
really good at taking notes but want something to compete with.
Oh,
I feel like Jordan needs to add like a meter where I can compete with the AI.
Are you wanting to put a
Interesting.
leaderboard on the AI?
Yes, yes I
like
am.
a little quiz, like a pre-quiz of like
Correct.
how many things can you
Correct.
mention?
You can't access it until you take the quiz.
Yes.
And
I
then-
don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. I'm just
That's cool. That's cool, and that won't be annoying to anyone.
No.
this is a niche feature for me and me alone. So
Is it a bug? Is it a
Fuck everybody
feature?
else.
It's a little bit of a...
Who knows? So yeah, Lorify, awesome. So this is how Lorify works. You take your session that you've had recorded, you plug it in, and Lorify pretty much does the rest. Takes the session summary, or builds a session summary, which is concise. I love how like small it is. It's not a sort of long thing. It's very kind of gets to the heart of the session remarkably well, in my opinion. Although it does depend on how much banter we have in the beginning. Sometimes it's mentioned in the notes, and I'm like, oh yeah, well, hey, whatever.
That's my favorite part though, because it's like recording our history as people.
Right. Yeah, Lorify is trying to remind us that, hey, you guys had a great time. Um, it also does include NPCs, locations, memorable quotes, combat sort of things of who did what on what turn. Super useful for that. And also mind maps, lore maps, as they're called, which we are currently sort of. I have to fix a couple of parameters on my end before we're able to kind of make that be made cool for the players. But it is pretty neat. I'll just tell you guys, it's pretty neat. It's pretty awesome. So you should check it out. You can do so by going to lorify.ai. I know they have at least, I think, like a 5-day free trial or something like that. It's great. Thank you, Jordan and team over at Lorify. We love you very much.
Also, Session Bingo, Chaos Meter.
Session Bingo, Chaos Meter, Chaos Goblin Meter.
Chaos Goblin Meter, 69% in the works.
Yeah. It's great. That is it. That's all I got for our announcement stuff. So before we jump into tonight's session, we need to get a recap of where we left off with the party. So Dan, please take it away.
I'm quite bosh with this. So the party starts continuing our last day at Silly's farm. Soleil, I think, is her proper name. And there's a thunderstorm going on. Callisto is really bugging Io with the storm going on, and Io basically wakes up, has a bit of a fit with Alistair, and he shuts the door, to which Alistair opens it back up because Gwen just likes to hear the rain and the storm, so he can get up and close the door like a proper person, as Alistair's want to say. So Io basically just begrudgingly goes back to sleep. Gonna fast forward a little bit. Pickett arrives at their place while Gwen's making coffee for everybody. They matriculate back into Soleil's hut for one last pour over. While this is happening, Alistair decides to pour over the Mortimer's journal again and finds that he has a bit of a connection of, or at least seeing eye to eye with this potential mystery writer, in the fact that he sees the city as something to get use out of, something that he can basically very much relate to. With that, we say our goodbyes to Pickett and Soleil, and we get on the road. It's going smooth as it can until we hit a snag where we run into a boulder, and in the process of trying to dislodge the boulder, we end up agitating a very large owlbear. We panic for a bit, and then we get the brilliant idea to have Io levitate said owlbear, give him a couple 80-degree spins, and yeet him the opposite direction, which does end up having him barrel even further that opposite direction. To which Eva notices a big old orange leaf tree, and the rest of us can't really see this tree at all, and this weird wolf is giving Al the stink eye, so we end up going in that direction. Eva, Gwen, Io, and Bridget, in the form of a giant eagle, I believe it was, fly off to investigate where Eva is saying this giant tree is. At this point, the wolf, we notice that the wolf that was staring at Alistair is making a beeline for our carriage, as well as a whole pack of forest creatures. So we zip it, book it, all the way back to our carriage, to which a combination of both Eva and Gwen, using their magical abilities, talk things out with these two different wolves, and we essentially get the feeling that we're not welcome in this area, so we try to let them know that, hey, we're just passing through. In which the leader wolf that was staring Alistair down, I believe, suggests that we can't give you passage. You got to get that from the leader. And at which we get introduced to a dryad who's making herself look relatively material planey, if I remember correctly, named Raliasamira, who is here to assess our danger to her people. And I think that would be pretty much the broad strokes, most important things of what we covered.
Cool. Yeah. Hell yeah. Very nice. Thank you very much, Dan. Please take that point of inspiration.
Yes.
I think one small may honestly be not really even yeah, whatever. Is that Joe, notably, was not very clear in the idea of passage through that. So you guys were given passage, and then if I recall correctly, I believe it was, man, I think it was Alistair who like kind of pushed. I can't remember exactly what you did, but there was something where you kind of pushed that envelope a little bit.
I asked Gwen to ask the wolf that had been staring at me to get to go directly for that permission, and they're like, "No, you guys can leave." And I was like, "No, we want to meet this person."
That's right.
And then I started walking towards the wolf while everybody was like, "Hey, there's no need to do that." And I was like, "But that they said it's that way. We'll just meet them, so they don't have to travel to us as far."
There we go.
That's simple. Beautiful. Yeah. Anything else to add, friends? Oh, we also did have. Okay. Well, hold on, Dan. Super. With all due respect, Miri did kill Grimmy.
Yes.
That's the most important part of the session.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
This inspiration.
There's going to be a big talk about familiar responsibility.
I'll do to those coffee bananas.
Those coffee bananas, man.
Radiation
I feel
poisoning,
like Rachel's just giving me the stink eye of like, I can't believe we're gonna use realistic things for this. I'm a
especially for the
bipedal.
pig.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill that pig every chance I
Coffee's
get.
bad for pigs, apparently. We looked it up.
Yeah, coffee's bad for pigs.
They can
Don't
eat
feed your
everything
pigs
under
coffee.
the sun, but I killed my pig with coffee soaked bananas.
Yes.
Sounds about right.
I mean, that's just science.
What I'm learning from this is that Gwen potentially could be poisonous for pigs with how much coffee she has in her system.
Yes, absolutely.
So
yeah,
if-
Gwen,
so-
Yeah, next pig's
If
gonna
Gwen
bite you
is
and see what
ingested.
happens.
Gwen is ever ingested by a pig.
They take poison damage.
They take poison damage. I mean, maybe. I mean, it sounds like a theory we need to try out.
Sure. Let's find some rabid pigs, Joe.
Feral, infernal pigs.
Won't be that hard, I don't think. You got
they'll
Miri.
They'll be immune.
Yeah, Miri just
Yeah.
feeds them all.
I think they
coffee
need to
soap.
be like feral celestial pigs or something.
Yeah. Definitely got to be
You
celestial.
got it. Putting it on the list. Cool. Yeah. Anything else to add, friends? Not to the list that I'm pretending to make. But
Just add a
anything else to
cyclops
know?
in there with those pigs, and we'll be good.
You got it.
There was
Why?
definitely Cyclops.
We were all hanging around a campfire waiting on the Guardian to come visit us.
Yes,
right.
that is accurate.
And then I heard voices in my head.
Oh, that is true.
Yep, you
That
did.
is a fact.
And then she showed up
Yep.
and she said her name and then said, "My friends call me Riley."
Yep, and she likes you more notably more than the rest of us. Not by much,
Yes.
but more than the rest of us.
I
It's
don't
like
know.
I'm a druid.
She hasn't interacted with me yet, so we don't really know what her feelings are. So I mean,
If you give her a button,
Gwen was like so
He's going
nice
to
in
give
her
her a button.
sendings.
Can the Cyclops be a Biclops?
That's just a
Well,
hill
no.
giant. Well, it could be like
Yeah.
this, where it's
Yeah,
up
they
and
have to be
down.
vertical.
Yeah,
They have to be
yeah.
vertical.
Do the-
No,
do the-
because I
do the-
want the Ludus kids to fight over whether or not it was sheep or pigs in that one epic that they read back at the
Oh,
Ludus.
okay. Okay, got it. Cool.
I have a
It
whole
was goats.
head
Beautiful.
joke.
That
You're
is
not
I was
that
reading
is
with you.
the deepest cut of the night, probably.
Yeah, you know, that awesome play by Homie, the kobold historian.
What we're trying to say here, gang, is freaking read a book. Okay, is what we're
Read
trying to
a book. Oh, I should have worn my Read Band book shirt.
Or
next week.
guys, just wait a few months and watch Christopher Nolan's movie.
say.
Don't.
Yeah,
It's
that'll be coming out.
guaranteed to be
Don't.
better.
Listen to Epic.
Just listen to Epic.
I just realized now that I did forget to mention if you are wanting to support the channel, bad time to bring it up. But if you want to support the channel, you can do so a number of ways. One of which is to like and subscribe where you're watching this, whether that is on YouTube or Twitch. You can also check out our Instagram and TikTok, which is down below right there at It's a Long Story _TTRPG. And lastly, and yeah, my personal favorite, this is a live stream, so feel free to jump in and say hi. And talk about you know, if you met a Biclops, where that second eye be? That's your
I know where.
that's your
Never mind. I'm gonna mute.
no. Go ahead.
Obviously, it goes on the penis, Joe.
Obviously on the penis. Where does it go, everybody? On the penis. Yes.
He's
Happy
got eyes on his
Valentine's Day.
head.
All AI is going to summarize.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Friday the 13th.
That's right. All right. Okay. Rachel, God, do you want to play some D&D or what?
No.
Nope.
I'm over it.
Oh.
Can we
Shit,
play Vampire the Masquerade already?
No.
Yeah, all right, cool. Let's spend the next 3 hours making our sheet.
We could do Monster Hearts or whatever that is. It's very Valentine's Day themed.
Oh, I have the source book for Glitter Hearts if we want to
Oh.
do the magical girl one.
Yes.
Guys, I
Oh,
worked
that one.
really hard on this.
Can we?
Hey, Joe, I
Joe,
can't hear
hear me
them over
out.
you.
Can we?
Guys,
do
I
magical
worked
girl
really
with
hard on
magic?
this world, though.
Okay,
That's-
okay.
all right.
Let's play
That's
some
fine.
D&D.
We can play D&D today.
I'm excited.
Hold on. Everybody needs to stop right now because I, for fun, turned on the auto framing just to be silly, and it freaked out. And I didn't like it, so I'm moving it back. Creepy. Cool. All right. So just to clarify, you guys are ready to play some D&D.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah.
No, I said no. But okay.
See,
Majority rule.
Majority rule. Exactly.
We have a quorum.
there it is.
This scene starts immediately with a fire. We see figures around it, sitting on rocks and logs. We see behind them the caravan. Behind that, trees, wilderness. And then we see a figure walk into view partially blocking the camera. As we hear the words. My name is Raliasamira of the Grove. How can I help you? We see a figure of a woman of alien-like beauty. Leaves covering like a corset around her. Her hair a deep orange to red. If one didn't know any better, assume that they maybe recently tussled through a long journey through low canopy trees with the branches and leaves that are sticking out of her hair. The eyes give it away. Pupils just a little too small. Eyes just a little too bright. You all have met one like her before. But this one is textbook of what a dryad is. The scene is yours.
Are you the guardian? The guardian of the ones that they were talking about? Is that you?
Yes, that is me. Hello?
I'm Alistair. Alistair Samil. Thanks for coming to see us. This is Gwen, and that's Io, Miri, Bridget, and Eva. We how long have you been here? Do you know Ives?
First off, I want to be clear in this conversation that one of the primary reasons why it is existing is because I need to say thank you.
To us?
Yes.
Why?
Winona.
Why?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we weren't gonna let no harm come to that lady.
Who's Winona?
The wombat
Oh,
Yeah.
from Celeste.
Mm-hmm.
Celeste? It feels
yes.
a long time ago.
It
She's
really
okay then?
does.
She is.
Good.
She is safe.
Good.
Winona was
Um,
someone we met a while ago. I'll explain quickly to the others without explaining anything.
She was unharmed, which I don't know how much she told you, but the unfortunate accident that led to her being lost. She wasn't the only one. And there were others that were not treated as well. So thank you.
What do you mean?
That being
no?
said, I can't be here too long. I protect a specific part of the forest. And it has been increasingly difficult to protect.
What kind of trouble's befallen y'all?
Discovery, essentially.
Noted.
We have no need for any outsiders, whether they mean well or not.
All right, understood.
And I apologize if my warning was frightening at all to you.
It's about a threat level 2 out of 10. Just in the sense of what we are used to having to figure out how to live through.
Why are you protecting a particular part of the forest?
Because a particular part of the forest needs particular attention.
You considered putting it in a pocket plane or possibly moving it?
Unfortunately, I am bound to its existence, and a movement from this plane would be impossible for me.
Understand.
For you. But not necessarily for the part of the forest that needs protecting.
Are we having this conversation because you're offering your help in that matter?
No, it's just that the idea has been on my mind lately, which leads me. Have you been in this area for a very long time, or
Yes.
recently? Yes. Does the name Mortimer ring a bell to you?
It does.
Okay. We discovered writings of an A. Mortimer. Have you heard that name before? They seemed very older than we, or possibly even the area itself.
The only Mortimer that I know helped design a attack on the Grove. One that almost succeeded. With the help of this being named Tall.
the grove is where you protect.
Oh,
What kind
Yeah.
of weapon?
What kind of attack? She brought creatures from the mountains.
she. Was this green
Grincelli.
chili?
To be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure how much of the attack was orchestrated by her, but she certainly helped facilitate it.
What did Tall want with the grove?
I protect a specific group that has been named in prophecy to be part of his downfall.
I see. Because we all heard that proclamation a couple months ago that he made. At least all the way down in Celeste we did.
I don't think they heard it in the Feywild, Io, so Bridget and Miri don't have any idea what we're talking about. I don't...
You can fill him in later.
Yeah, we'll fill you guys in later on that.
You're both from the Feywild?
Yes, I'm Miri.
I'm Mary.
Hey, how did you get those herd doggies of your own? Because I'm looking to get some of my own, but all I had was a pig and you couldn't survive Gwen's coffee. So
To be fair, never mind. We'll talk about that later.
I help many creatures of this forest, and in turn, they assist me when I ask for it. It is by no means a design of control. What court are you from?
I'm the daughter of the Queen of Dusk and Dreams. Technically a princess. What court are you from?
I am no longer connected to the Feywild.
But you were?
Of course.
Did someone send you from the Feywild to the material plane, or did you go willingly? Or is that a complicated story for another day?
It is a complicated story. I will tell you that it is something that was, at one point in time, a punishment and now feels has grown into something else.
We did
You
make a portal to the Feywild.
Impressive. That's no
when
simple feat.
you When you came here, did you take the route road?
It was a very long time ago. It's hard to remember.
Inside check.
Sure.
Does it matter what I rolled?
That bad, huh?
It's a 3. It's a long time ago.
She's been pretty evasive on certain things.
Yeah.
So, from what I understand, you were passing through.
Yes. And Eva over there saw your tree, and we've been interested in trees recently. And I think that's probably what drew your attention when we maybe got a little too close. A little too.
Well, there are many trees in the forest.
I think that might be the only super giant orange one.
I'm sure you're correct. Is there anything in particular about it you wanted to know?
Reminded us of a tree we briefly visited in the Feywild.
Yeah. And another one we saw from afar in the Feywild.
Yeah.
Believe home to another one of your kind.
It is rare for ones mostly from the material plane to meet even one dryad and survive.
Well, she did serve at the court. That city's name.
Iabellon.
Iabellon.
Iabellum. Yeah. She served the sovereign there. Io's gonna make an insight check on her silence there. Does her and basically what he's checking for at the mention of Iabellon or the Sovereign, did her emotions notably darken? As in, she has some animosity towards Iabellon. And on insight, that is a 22.
22. Didn't darken? Seems to be more confused and nostalgia. But no animosity.
I'm gonna pull out the book that we received that has the harp on the front cover. That was more or less the map to see the celestial giant that we didn't follow. We found this book. Unfortunately, we weren't able to follow it all the way before we had to leave and return.
I see.
Sure.
She's still probably about a good 20 feet from you. You see from her hands wrapped around a vine that kind of extends out. She doesn't come closer. She just gently kind of wraps the book and brings it to her. You see as she's staring at just the cover, in the darkness of the woods beyond her, you see movement. Not so much from fauna, but all the flora around seems to come in a little closer. Bridget. Roll me a religion check.
That's a big old 7.
Okay. The flora responding and moving towards this creature does remind you of home in a comforting way. It's the first time you notice that there is some outward physical life to some of these plants. That's it. You see her kind of put her hand across the cover and just gently kind of run her hands along the embossed picture of the harp. She doesn't open it. She extends the vine back to you.
I'll walk forward slowly to kind of close that distance to maybe 15 feet and meet the book as it's coming towards me.
Okay.
When you said that you lost your connection to the Feywild, did you mean that in the literal sense?
In simplified terms, yes.
Forgive me for the number of assumptions I'm about to make. Does that mean that you also lost your connection to the Everlight?
Humans. Are quite interesting breed to us dryads. Many creatures of the Feywild, actually, as the overwhelming consistency of them showing, often at the same time, how incredibly resourceful and incredibly wrong they are. You can't lose your connection to the Everlight.
Yeah. I'm sorry for what you did lose.
I was too. I'm not now. I have purpose. I'm sure you could have some useful way of putting that into your tomes or textbooks.
Not everything needs to be recorded.
Now that's not human.
I think that's probably the most human you've ever seen.
I could see why she thought you were interesting. Well, if I am not giving more of an accurate depiction of what we Dryads are, what am I doing here?
I won't speak for everyone else, but I think I just wanted to meet you. As Gwen said, trees have been very much in topic for us lately.
Have you, or are you familiar with the Nelduin?
In the Grove, me and the others often play many games of memory and trying to predict and understand each other. If I were playing that game right now, I would have absolutely scored some points on that. What would you like to know?
Well, we are traveling east, and we have a friend who may be searching for answers in that direction that are tied, potentially.
This forest is filled with many who are seeking answers.
To be quite honest, until a few months ago, I thought it was just a fairy tale. I don't think that anymore. And given the situations we found ourselves in, it might be good for us to be prepared a bit moving forward so that we don't offend, as we almost did with you.
I appreciate at least the the attempt of being cordial to the elvenkin. I will not be the one to confirm or deny the story of an Elduin. But I can promise you that if such a place did exist, you won't find it unless it wants to be found.
That's good enough for me.
We do believe we traveled with the son of a summer Eladrin that we met in the Feywild, and that his son may be seeking an Elduin here.
Because his uncle gave him a box that he couldn't open that seemed to allude to it. He's obviously an elf traveling with a halfling woman. His name's Nilani.
Is that what he's calling himself?
Yes. I think something happened to the uncle who raised him. And the time he was traveling with us, I don't think he ever got to properly... I think that's the only person he really knew, aside from me. And my tiefling and human compatriot here.
Is there a question coming?
More so just, if you see him, please do try to cut him some... I'm just... If anything, he's paranoid. And I don't want any harm to befall him.
What I was trying to say is Nilani is kind of the shoot first, ask questions never type. So
I was trying to impart that with you without potentially making the situation worse, and so I was trying to choose my words very carefully there.
If such a place did exist, and the figure that you call Nilani was searching for it, I have no doubt that the forest will lead him to it.
Good, Nene. Good.
This forest obeys several laws revolving around nature, the circle of things. It will not break from them. But it sometimes bends. For those who deserve it.
Well, I guess it gives me some peace of mind. I do thank you for that.
Bridget, did you ever plant that acorn you had?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Planted him back over by Pluckett and Seely's place.
excellent. I was just going to ask if someone were to plant a new tree in the forest, if that would break a law. So, never mind.
You see her kind of put her hands together and kneel down and touch the ground. You see her eyes kind of glow a very bright green. There is an awkward about maybe 15 seconds. And then she kind of comes back. It's just starting its journey. It's doing fine.
That's good to know. His name's Perry. He's quite talkative. I did have a question for you. You had mentioned that you can't lose your connection to the Everlight. Does everything start with a connection to it? Or is there a way to gain a connection to it?
The Everlight is what connects all things. It cannot be broken from any outside force. There is no way to lose or gain it. But there are ways to discover its presence.
Like learning how to see it or sense it kind of idea.
Yes.
Hey gang, we gotta stay here for a bit. I gotta figure this whole thing out. But how is it just like meditation? How would one go about feeling for that source, or just feeling that energy?
You see her extend her hand, and a vine starts to kind of move forth like a snake close towards the fireplace. And as you see Bridges sitting on a log. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. You see the vine do one sort of gentle wrap around, and you see a bright. There's very little pink. It's white petals and then like a red center. And you see it just kind of blossom up towards you. you know what to do.
My crackhead went 3 different ways on how I could go about this, so I'm like, I got a fun idea. So, part of being a Circle of Spores druid is that technically there are spores floating around Bridget at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Could I use Druidcraft to have those spores like pick up the pollen kind of a thing, to then have it then like absorb into herself a little bit to try to like pull the essence of the plant in?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And with, pollen's that, the sort of resource that is exchangeable. It's not, it's very rarely given and taken as much as it's being shared. And so, Bridget, as you start to do that, go ahead and describe what it looks like.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where normally you don't see the spores around Bridget because she tries to kind of hide them, just because she doesn't want people thinking that. But I think almost like small fireflies, glow bugs situation, they kind of start to glow this like soft orangish yellow as they kind of like pull on the pollen a bit, and almost like honeybees, and then they land right on top of her hat and kind of just coat into it. And then you see like down the braid that she has on her hair, just this little vine kind of weaves itself into the braid.
It is your connection. Strong connection that allows you to do such things. Not for all druids, to be clear. There are some that worship the darker side of nature and focus on understanding nature specifically to counteract it. Those figures are of an entirely different connection that is holding them together. A connection, admittedly, that is as a form of nature itself. It's complicated. But it's not a tree. More of a flower.
I think Bridget's gonna pull one of her mushrooms off her staff. This one's like a little toadstool one, and set it on the vine. And say, just kind of looking at Riley, and just go, a little part of the Feywild for you.
To share.
Of course.
Thank you.
If
well, it is very clear to me that you are not a foe.
Something I kind of thought about. If I'm able to, and this doesn't have to be something we do right now, but if we see one of the trees, the large trees near the grove, I can set it up so that wherever we are, if you need us, we can get to you.
Roll me persuasion check.
Gang, I have a -2 in persuasion.
Roll good then.
Okay. 15 on the die, -2 is a 13. Clinton, if you're saying something, you're muted.
We're gonna add 6 to that as your voice seems calmer and smoother and carries itself over the vines to her lovely eardrums.
So a lovely 19.
Okay. The grove has sat in a very important and deliberate place of secrecy. It has done so for a long time. That being said, I cannot pretend to know the future. And although this grove does have a few more protectors than it has in the past, I will not deny a few more if it was necessary.
And that's all I'm asking is just, you said that, you guys have been on high alert and in a bit of danger. And at least in my nature, if we could help, I would want to help. And I have a way to get to you from anywhere as long as I can at least have to see the tree.
The complication of my answer in that had nothing to do with your heart.
You run a tight ship.
Specifically, don't. Dryads hate salt water.
Just slowly looks at Io, slowly
Yeah.
turns back.
When Io hears that, I think he starts to he noticeably directs the flow of the water that's just seeping out of his feet out of the forest. Yeah, if I could turn that off, I would. So, I mean, as payment, yeah. You ever need my help? I've always been in the business of helping people, so you got me.
You see Ralia take a little bit of a step closer to you, Io. It is your nature, is it not?
I guess you could say that. When you look like I do, people are quick to label you a monster, so I aim to prove I'm just the opposite.
You have a right to exist in this world, like everything else. Your abilities and your nature is useful. Even for these plants. Forest is full of challenges for it. Those challenges need to exist. Like you.
Take that dart.
You should.
On the subject of
difficulty-
sharing. Oops.
And you see her just like kind of turn slowly, look towards Miri. No, Miri, go ahead.
On the subject of sharing, where did we land on the starter dogies?
Would you come here?
Mm-hmm.
And you see Riley kind of bend down to try to get to your level. It's not control. It's conversation.
Oh. Okay, will you introduce me to some dogies and then I can ask them if they want to go on adventures with me?
I believe a talking rabbit has all of the abilities she needs to start that conversation.
So you won't mind if I lasso some? So I can have a conversation.
Forest is full of challenges.
Okay.
Miri,
Mm-hmm.
it's not control.
No, I know the lasso is just to get their attention.
For what?
For the conversation.
Very good. Well, the longer I stay here, it seems to me, the longer I like being around you all. And as nice as that is, it is keeping me from my responsibilities.
I have a backup option for our getting to you wherever idea, so we don't have to go to the tree, because I know you probably need to get back. And Bridget will pull out the home crystal that they got from the spider. We have 3 of them, and it'll teleport us back to this location if you plant this in the grove or wherever. Similar concept can get to you from anywhere, but you can keep it a secret, and also if you need to get back quicker, we don't have to take up more of your time.
Are you from one of the trickster courts?
I'm not from any court. I'm just trying to... I think I have anxiety since being around them.
That's kind of a common thing. Bridget, we'll work on it.
Yeah.
As much as I appreciate the offer, the understanding was that if it was necessary to need you for help, you would have access.
Yeah.
I use that crystal. It is no longer in my hands. It's in yours.
Oh. Okay. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. No, you're right.
Do you have a teleportation circle in the grove?
No.
If you did, you could send it to me somehow if you need us. I don't know how that would work.
I recognize that dryads, from what I assume you have read about them, mostly of which would probably be true, are just as tricky, but I can assure you that I wouldn't have accepted your help if I didn't believe there was a way for me to be able to ensure your travel.
Understood.
Okay. I have another idea, and it would allow...
I don't think she needs... I think she can just take us if she needs us. Bridget.
I'm just
Well-
coming up with backups.
You will need us. Because you're wrong.
Hmm?
What am I wrong about?
What do you mean, man?
You said you can't lose your connection to the Everlight. You absolutely can. And it's coming.
Wait. What are you referring to, Al?
I believe I have worn out my welcome with you all. She looks
can't-
over to Alistair. You continue talking as she gets closer to you?
No.
Do you know why us dryads work so hard to look like you?
I assume it's because you think it will make it easier on us.
Almost. It's because you're kind. Has a very hard time putting their faith in anything they can't imagine as themselves.
You're still wrong. And hiding in the grove isn't going to help. I'm gonna hold Kane up towards her.
I know. I see her. And she raises a hand and strokes the side of your face. But I also see you. I am a dryad. And I will always be the guardian of the grove. Nothing more. Nothing less.
We'll see you again soon.
I hope so. Good luck on the rest of your journey. Blessings of the forest along your way. And as she says that, you see her eyes kind of flash green. And I'd like an Arcana check for everybody here.
The 9.
23.
28.
7.
8.
7, 8, 9.
For Bridget, Miri, and Io, there's a moment that feels this warmth. It may be wrapped around the idea of befriending something incredibly powerful. An assurance that you're on the right side. Maybe it's just that. For Alistair and Gwyn, both of you feel what I would relate to the lens of your eye is moving from its 1.0 to 0.5, expanding outward and feeling that there is more of an awareness and maybe connection. Not from you, but to you. When you feel this is, as she said, a blessing of the forest. It will be with you for as long as you are in this forest.
Mary, I have a very good feeling about a conversation you can have with the doggy.
Dogie?
A doggy.
Yeah. Gotta lasso one first. Can he use in lasso? Like if
You
I
know,
tell
that is
him-
not a skill that is on his resume. I don't know how well he could pick it up. He does not have opposable thumbs.
Yeah, but if we put it on his tail, you could add it
If
to his
you'll
headshots.
excuse me,
Oh, yes. Sorry.
I have some creatures to look after.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
Good luck on your journey. And she full on, just to make it extra creepy, she doesn't turn and walk back. She just starts walking backwards.
Bridget is waving the entire time until she's out of sight.
Miri's got 5 lassos.
From what? Where did Gwen's just gonna look at them and be like, where did they come
Stolen
from?
Rope from everyone's packs and her own.
You know what? Fair enough.
Bridget's gonna wander over to Gwen. The scarf.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, sorry, been holding on to it.
No, I want it to be useful, and it's not something I can use. So when it needs to be used, we'll make it useful. Prim would like that. How you doing?
I have so many theories going on right now that I think Alistair and I might be staying up for a while tonight figuring out.
There's a lot, yes.
Because my brain's thinking if I can figure out how I'm connected to the Everlight, we might be able to figure out the roots. And then that should open up some potential doorways. But you should check on Alistair, because he looks rough.
What is Alistair? So we turn and look, the camera turns and looks in the direction. What do we see from Alistair?
I think he's just staring, like, off towards the grove where he knows she went. I think he's just staring at her. I think he's gritting his teeth, too. And you could probably all hear him grinding his teeth.
Yeah. I'll talk to him.
I think just as you're about to, you see Eva just... Gwen.
She holds back a sigh and goes to talk to Eva. You can ask.
I think you and Alistair have more in common than she ever would have, for the record.
Okay.
But say the word and we'll go there and make sure that she knows that.
That doesn't bother me, Eva.
Great, because I'm not entirely sure we could take on a dryad.
I don't think that we could right now.
Right.
But
So you're
thank
good.
you for your concern. I'm good. Yes,
Are you?
I'm fine. Don't have to worry about me. I'm okay.
All right.
Thank you, though, I think. This is awkward.
Anytime.
I'm going to go talk to Alistair.
Okay.
Gwen is just going to look at her, like, not sure how to deal with that and nope out of
Gwen,
the conversation.
Gwen, give me a perception check.
She would rather go fight with her boyfriend than do that. Perception 9.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, the perception. I'm telling you this not to tell you what your character's thinking, just to kind of give you an idea of, like, as you're kind of talking about this, you do see that Alistair's just kind of staring at the spot where Riley was.
Yeah. I think she knows him well enough to know where his mind is probably going more than where Eva's is going. Yeah. She will head over to Alistair and sit down. Are you sitting or are you standing?
I'm standing.
She's gonna stand next to you. You okay?
It is becoming increasingly apparent that those that can help us won't. Or they're going to try and kill us. And everyone seems to be okay with that.
I think there are a lot of things we don't know, things we think we might know, things we do know. But at the end of the day, there's no one's help that we need that matters more than the people that are right around us. You kind of told me that a while ago, and I think that's what we need to focus on.
Do you think, in Dahlia's mind,
What mind?
that you're wrong? That you're the bad guy? The evil one?
I think in Dahlia's mind, I shouldn't exist. So why should I really care what she thinks?
The paintings we saw with the primordials. at its base, we know that at some point or another, everyone worshipped them. But then they stopped because they began to fight. Right?
Right.
That's what we think.
That's what history showed.
If the primordials are creation, then they were here first. What if we didn't lock them away because they were fighting or because they were destruction? What if something more powerful just came along and they had something else to worship? And the new thing that they worshipped convinced them to hide the old things. What if what if the gods didn't like people knowing that the gods don't create? They only destroy. And had the primordials locked away.
I guess I would ask, what is the difference between creation and destruction? Sometimes you have to destroy something to create something new. And I think that is something that is a concept that goes beyond gods and primordials and just is a principal foundation of the universe. So I guess I'm asking, who cares? When we can just decide for ourselves? I don't know.
If something happens to the rods of creation, to Undulith and Ignivirus and the other two, then there is no more creation. There are no more roots put down by the Everlight. And what we have is what we have before that even breaks down.
But how do we know that there's nothing without them? Maybe they came and locked away what came before them. It could just be a never-ending cycle of that.
Turtles all the way down.
Turtles all the way down. What I guess I'm saying is that the stories that we know are written by the people who survived to write them. And we can only put as much faith in them as we want to, I guess.
Fair. But today I'm asking you to just consider the possibility that
All right.
Undulith is the right side of things.
Okay. And I'm asking you to consider the possibility that there may not be a right side of things. And that creation, destruction, whatever the roots may exist outside of any of that.
When I find a way to break the connection to the Everlight and exist outside of all of that, will you come with me?
Of course I will.
Then it's settled. Most importantly, I'm going to need you to do that, so. I want you to be there for that. I want to do it with you. I want to be there with you.
It's really all I've ever wanted, is for us to find a way to go outside the boundaries of what is known.
He reaches for your hand.
She reaches back. It's gonna get really old sharing space with all of these people. All right, Bridget wanted to pick your brain.
Can we do it in the caravan moving forward towards Morocco?
I would love that. Io, can you put out that fire, please? Let's not give Bridget any more anxiety tonight.
And you see him use the water to encircle the flames and smother it.
As that happens, we see Gwen kind of walk off slightly to help or assist or
Lasso Miri.
yeah. Alistair, you hear in your head. That was very touching. But as I told you, I was right. You offered. She does not understand.
We will get it settled, and they will all understand then.
I chose you because I believed you to be above it all. I am still believing you to be above them all.
And Gwen.
You know the answer to that.
I do. And you know, we need her. And Io. Bridget, Miri, Nalani, Yori, all of them. We need them all.
As much as I appreciate the deepening of our connection and the assumption that we are becoming one, you need them. I need you.
I would say, so far, I've been keeping my end of the bargain.
More or less.
Please let me know when you're ready to start contributing.
Weird point where Io, as you are finishing camp and kind of packing things up, you hear this sort of very strange, distant
So it sounds like a sloshing or something wet kind
Like
of moving
thunder.
about, or like thunder. Okay. Anyone else think the rain might be making a comeback? Maybe we should find our way indoors.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Come on, Miri. We'll find you some dogies to lasso on the road.
Yeah, no, I need to sit on the roof and keep an eye out.
All right.
So if I catch any, we gotta stop so I can talk to him. Or I guess I could just haul him up to the roof. And then if they don't want to go on an adventure, I'll just toss him back.
Do you want me to talk to them for you, or you got that covered?
Nope, True Lady said I was good.
Okay.
And with that, you pack your things, put out the fire, and make your evening commute further east. And with that, take our 10-minute break. See you guys in 10.
There's nothing wrong with feet.
Ain't nothing wrong with feet.
That's what we're going
hey,
with?
everybody.
There is so many things wrong with feet.
Nope. Okay.
We are
Hello.
live in front of an audience. You people.
We are live and we are back.
Painful.
The night. Actually. Is rather uneventful. As most of you drift off to sleep. Anything specific you all are wanting to accomplish during that time, you certainly can let me know, but it does not seem that the forest is going to be in your way in any regard this evening.
Bridget is trying to meditate and visualize the connection to the Everlight.
Okay, you got it. Give me a religion check.
That's a big old 3.
Awesome.
We ain't getting there tonight.
There is a moment. Bridget, describe to where you are in this scene as you were trying to meditate.
Yeah, I think Bridget has made a blanket nest on one of the corners of the cot, in just like the darker corner of the carriage. Is wrapped in at least one blanket, and is trying her darndest to meditate while going down the road.
Are you under the blanket or are you just like wrapped around?
I think just wrapped around.
Okay.
Little hats to the side.
In your deep sort of meditative state, are you closing your eyes?
Yes.
Okay. Trying to make that connection, that beginning sort of understanding of where some of your magic does come from methodology of understanding that this is how this works and this is how things are natural to be. And I think for any Feywild creature, it's a lot of taking the assumptions that exist in the mortal plane and throwing them away and leaving things to be open and available. Anything can happen. Anything can have a personality, can be something more than how it appears. But there's certain things that even creatures of the Feywild can't explain. Often leading to the Feywild stigma of what if it could be explained? And better than explained, it could be a true conversation rather than bits and signals being sent back and forth like Morse code. As you think that, you feel the air around you get cooler. You feel yourself drifting. With your mind somewhere else. Somewhere that must be moving fast. Or somewhere where there is a cold breeze. You're starting to figure it out. You're starting to climb, starting to connect to something. A moment where you realize that if you open your eyes now, you may lose that connection, but then at least you'd be able to explain to the others what you're experiencing, that difference, that change. Bridget, do you open your eyes?
No. Because if she can climb more, she thinks she can get out of it still. If she pushes deeper, she still thinks she can get out of it. Whether or not she can or not is besides the point.
Io. What are you doing in this moment?
I think in this current moment, Io actually he's been peeking out of the view hole periodically, and just reminding himself that it's okay if he's essentially kind of calming himself and potentially bracing himself for more of the weirdness he was seeing his last few days in Daresworth, where that paranoia is at the back of his mind. And he's basically trying to assure himself that, okay, the animals would be agitated if something was out there.
That paranoia, that feeling of feeling like something is watching, something is coming, something is hunting. You realize in this moment that there is someone who does make you feel better in that. Someone that seems to maybe understand. Sometimes feels like they understand more than you do. As you think of Callisto, you look around and realize that they are not around you.
He actually says Callisto's name out loud. Callisto, what are you doing, man?
As you search for Callisto, pretty easy to find as you see Callisto is about 5 inches from Bridget's face, staring intently, trying to find the eyes under the hair.
Hey, Callisto, remember Pickett said, that it's rude to stare. Boots might not be appreciating that. He's actually saying that out loud.
Okay. Yeah, as you say that out loud, there is definitely a possibility of Alistair and Gwen noticing what's happening. Bridget, do you open your eyes at that?
Opens like one eye.
What are you trying to do anyway, man? That he does actually say psychically.
Slowly reaches arms out around Callisto. Picks him up. Just throws him towards Io.
Bridget, as soon as you do that, you feel that cold presence all of a sudden suddenly disappear as a wave of disappointment washes over you, recognizing that Callisto must have just been breathing in your face.
Yeah.
Io, you're
You
getting
don't-
as bad as Miri. Control your pet.
You say
not
this
a
as
pet.
Houston is like chewing on your hair.
He's not a pet, Al, and there's no control in here. He's a partner. He's in charge of him, I'm in charge of me.
I almost saw it.
You almost saw what?
The eyes.
Oh. My guess is that I'm guessing they're lilac.
No. They're eyeballs.
I'm talking about the color of the eyeballs, Callisto. The color of the eyeballs.
How can the color of an eyeball be a flower?
Lilac is actually a shade of purple, and see, this is why I do the
Lilac is a flower.
It's also a specific shade of purple. Here, picture this, and he's projecting the color lilac. It's just like the flower, but it's a specific.
No, that's purple.
That's lilac.
Lilac is a flower.
Is
And then he
Io's part of his conversation out loud still, or
This
is
is
he...
no. This is psychic.
No,
However,
Okay,
this
never mind.
However, this part is shouted. No,
Yeah.
lilac is a color.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a plant.
It can be both. Both of you. Lilac can be both. It is both a color and it's a plant. It's a very specific shade of. See, this is why
Hey,
I always
excuse
explain
me.
things.
Hold
It's
on.
gonna be
Wait.
the
Okay.
eggplant
Well,
debate all over again, isn't it?
I realize that we're still moving and some people need to be awake, but I don't think I need to be one of them.
Don't you only need 4 hours? You'll be fine.
Need is a strong word.
So I'm not hearing that you won't be fine.
Don't you only need to breathe? Maybe once a minute?
Odd threat, but all right.
If you're gonna attempt to drown me, it won't work. I can breathe.
I'm not trying. I'm just explaining that yes, survival is one thing. Beauty is
Okay.
another.
Anyway, my apologies. Keep getting your beauty sleep. And yes, lilac can be a color and a plant, as it is.
I seem to recall you once mentioning your partner as being very ancient.
What's that got to do with anything?
Ask him what that has to do with anything.
Yeah, I just did.
You just did what?
That was psychic, actually. Okay, that was psychic. Yeah, I just did ask him.
Surely he has some knowledge that could help.
All right, Callisto. He's saying this
Tell
psychically.
him that
Have
the
you heard of
knowledge
the
that I
Everlight?
hold, even in a portion of my brain, would be enough to send all of his senses into arrest.
So Callisto said if he were to share even the tiny portion of his knowledge, your tiny little meat brain couldn't handle it. A little bit of paraphrasing, but that's essentially what he was communicating. But anyway,
Don't understand
hey,
why you'd have to say meat brain. Brain is a matter that is
yeah, I know. Yeah, I know it's a meat, I
ultimately
know
of the
it's a
same.
meat.
He could have just said he didn't know anything. That would have been much easier.
Well, the thing is, he was saying the opposite. He said, not only does he know, but you couldn't handle the truth.
I've heard quite a few people say that, and they were all wrong. I don't know why this situation would be any different.
Anyway, hey Callisto, and he is saying this psychically. Have you heard of the Everlight, and what do you know about it?
Your meat brain can't handle it.
I know many things about the many names of the world tree. But clearly your friend knows more than I do. So why don't you ask him?
I might, but humor me just one more question.
After all, I am just a partner.
Just a partner. Just a partner. And you see him, like, you see Io's eyes just periodically widening. That's all you guys are getting from this communication. What do you mean, just
Commercial.
a partner? You are the partner. You're the best partner a guy could ask for.
Miri, you're pretty sure in this moment that you saw something.
Miri ducks her head inside. Can Houston see in the dark?
Yes.
I need him to help me spot some doggies.
All right. Gwen will send Houston in, but she's giving him permission to
No,
poof
out.
away.
On the roof.
Yes. She'll send Houston up to the roof, but telepathically, she's going to tell him not to get into any fight with any doggies, and he has permission to poof away if things go bad.
Roll me an animal handling check.
It is dogs. This might 9.
Great.
It's his.
You see
mortal
Houston just
enemies.
look at you and
I-
then curl back into a ball where he's at.
Oh,
No! Houston,
Miri-
I need you!
he's a cat, and getting him to do what he doesn't want to do is beyond my capabilities, and he's taking a nap right now.
You're a bad pal, Houston.
Can everybody just understand that some of us are sleeping?
Eva,
That's-
can you see in the dark?
Yes, I'm pretty sure she can.
Yeah.
I need to help me
She's
spot
an
some
elf.
doggies. You're not sleeping anyway.
He has a point, Eva.
Fine. Yeah, all right. Yes. I just hear
Okay,
this.
take my hand, I'll swing you up.
Absolutely not.
You want me to lasso you?
I don't want you to do anything. And if you say another word about it, I will go back to sleep.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just a little grumpy. She just exits out and starts to climb up.
Tell him that's good. Alistair answered ogre now. We're good.
What?
What? Alice, Alistair, who are you talking to right now?
So I didn't take a point of inspiration for that. So good. That was great.
Just someone named Ogre says they're with Faustus and that he's well.
And all you sent back was tell him we're good?
No, I said that's good.
You didn't even tell him to say. Okay. Do you want me to send Faustus a message?
No.
All right.
I love that the second Eva leaves is where the family drama comes up.
I know. The window's open. She can hear.
I assumed you would all be heading to bed soon.
All right, I got you. You want some privacy? Come on, Callisto.
Miri, that is a tree.
Oh, okay.
How many ropes have you lost so far?
2.
All right.
Those are just practice, like pancakes. Tell me next time you see a sausage, I'll get it.
Permission to switch with someone.
Everyone's asleep.
No, I'll go
Right.
up for a minute. I'm not quite tired yet.
Okay.
So Gwen will swap places with Eva.
I'll say this. As you come up, you see you come to kind of like take Eva's place, and then you see that Eva's thank you. And then just goes to a corner of the top of the caravan.
You know what? It's a nice night. Actually, is it a nice night? I don't remember.
That's a good question. Yeah, actually, like surprisingly, it actually feels very nice and peaceful here. You still hear, the occasional sort of sounds of bats and like fluttering of wings that are clearly bats. But other than that,
Cool. All right, Mary, what are we looking for?
Told you, doggies. Keep your head on a swivel. This is like one of my only chances to build an army.
All right. Gwen does not put her head on a swivel, but she will look over the side for...
that was what was asked of you, Gwen.
It was. She will look back and forth a couple of times for doggies.
Okay.
She's not a dog
give
person. She doesn't want
Give
this
me a
to
perception
work.
check.
Of course, this is where I roll a natural 20.
Incredible. Gwen, you are haphazardly, I imagine.
Totally not even putting effort into looking for doggies.
Haphazardly sort of looking around, and there's a moment where you could have sworn you saw the flame of a torch in the distance. Once again, in the north direction.
And we're sort of traveling northeast-ish?
East.
We're due east?
Yeah, pretty much due east now. Yeah.
Okay. Like just one singular torch?
And it was gone.
Huh. Well, she did say there were often lots of travelers in this forest, searching for answers. I don't see any doggies, Miri. I'm sorry. Maybe they're all napping tonight.
Just as you say that, you hear the but in multiple from multiple mouths in that same direction.
Where's that coming from, Gwen? How many are there?
So from the north direction?
Mhm.
I think it's coming not the way that we're traveling north, and I can't tell the number of doggies from just growls, but there was
Okay,
more than
I
one.
need you to put your paw where I need to.
She's gonna just point. It's easier at this point.
Okay.
And we've kept Miri from doing a lot of things today. Let's see how this plays out.
Miri grabs her last 3 lassos. Gets them all ready.
Where'd the other 2 go?
They're on trees back there.
Are the growls traveling in our direction, or are they getting further away?
Hold on, I need to know about these lassos. Is Miri carrying all 3 ropes in one hand doing this?
Yeah, she kind of got it separated between her 3 little paws, so she could go like this.
They're going
Incredible.
to Mary. Oh, all right. Let's see how this works.
Sorry, Gwen. What was your question?
Gwen wants to know if those growls are getting further away from us or traveling in our direction.
They are getting further away from you. Kind of in the direction of where you saw that torch.
Mary, I think we might have to change direction if you really want to try to lasso these doggies, but there was a torch up ahead. There could be a lot of other things that we don't want to get involved with, and we are traveling east right now.
Yeah, it seems to me that you guys get involved in a lot of stuff, so let's get the doggies.
Gwen will lean over the top of the carriage and tell the horses to change direction north.
Okay. Everyone inside the caravan feels a abrupt change of direction.
Gwen will just lean down. I don't know what we're doing, but we're following Miri for a minute here.
Go north!
There were some growls and a torch up ahead.
So we're going towards it?
Isn't Hasamal north?
It's not that far. And Hasamal is not north of us now, is it? It's
No, not
west.
The northwest, yeah. Okay. As you do that, yeah, what are the rest of you guys doing inside? Actually, really, probably not the right music.
Alistair wrote 2 letters and is gonna drop them in the mail chute.
Interesting.
Oh, I guess I should tell you what those are, huh?
I mean, yeah, you can message it to me.
Done.
At any point in this, have we taken a short rest?
Sorry, what?
I said at any point in this afternoon, have we taken a short rest?
Yeah, I'll give you guys a short rest. Sure. Absolutely.
Then I'm gonna pull back some spells with Arcane Recovery.
You got it. Bridget, what are you up to?
You said there were doggies nearby?
I said there were growls and a torch nearby.
Okay.
Growls are probably from some dogies.
She's just gonna put the mushroom hat back on, staying wrapped in the blanket, and then is just very slowly putting her boots on at this point.
Okay.
I think Io is just he's about to take out his sending bulb to send to Eris, and then he's like, well, before I was gonna go ahead and talk to my girl, but maybe I'll wait a bit and see where this all's going.
You have a
And he just stows
girl?
it.
Okay. At this moment, all of you hear a very human voice scream in a high pitch.
What was that?
Sounds like someone's in trouble. Yo, Gwen, what's the situation like out there?
I don't know, Joe. What is the situation out there?
The scream of what seemed to be someone in trouble.
I think Miri made the right choice. Someone sounds like they're in trouble.
Alright. And Io floats out to go investigate, but noticeably staying with Gwen and Miri, so you don't want to break up the party too much. Since he's gonna, I guess he is gonna float up. Can he see the person in question who's in trouble?
Roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
Alrighty. And then you said disadvantage. Oh, shiza. 1 second. Oh, come on, man. You know what? I got that inspiration, so I'm just gonna use it, right? And I'm gonna save it. So that perception check, that's just a 7.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything. You do see rustling bushes. But that's about it. I mean, you're heading. You feel like you're probably heading in the right direction. Yeah, you're not entirely sure what's going on. I'm gonna say at this point, I want you all to roll initiative.
Alrighty. Mm.
23.
6.
16.
16.
Your dex is definitely higher.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, let's get this again. So Alistair,
23.
23. Thanks. Gwyn,
16.
16. Bridget,
22.
Okay. Io
6.
and Miri.
Oh, 16.
16. Okay, we start with Alistair. Alistair, just as you finish putting in that letter and just that scream that had happened, you had been kind of like trying to figure out, okay, what is that? You know, trying to kind of get that sense of what's going on. Before you make any move, any change at all, you hear, no, give me back, go, no. It's your turn.
I will step outside of the caravan, and I will. I have a general idea of where the sound's coming from.
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. I'm going to. And it's dark out, right? It's night.
It's
Yeah,
middle of the night. Yeah.
middle of the night. Cool. I'm going to toss one of my ball bearings out in that direction, and as it hits the ground, it will bounce a few feet and then light up and shine light in 5 feet in every direction. It's not a big light.
Okay.
I'm aiming for where I heard the sound.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna say give me. Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check.
Could I have given him the help action with my passive perception to locate
No,
over there?
but I appreciate the hustle.
That's a 6.
Okay, cool. With the 6, you you do see the end of what looks to be some sort of lupine tail, but that's it.
Cool.
And immediately kind of darts away from the light.
Awesome. Yeah, and then you see from around him swirling up all the way, colors of purple and blue, spiraling up and then disappearing as I cast Kinetic Jaunt on myself. And yeah, I'm gonna walk 15 feet closer to where the sound came from.
Okay, you got it.
That's
As
my
you
turn.
move, are you guys stopping the cart?
I assumed as I hopped out of this thing.
Cool. We'll just say yeah, that's fine. Okay, awesome. As you do so within 15 feet, give me a new perception check. With disadvantage as you're looking past the light where that's at.
Not one.
Okay. Yeah. Kinetic Jaunt, give me a dexterity saving throw, Alistair. Wait, does Kinetic Jaunt ignore difficult terrain?
You can move space for and does not count. No, when moving through the space of another person, it does not count as difficult terrain.
Got it. Okay.
And I don't
what
provoke
was it?
opportunity attacks.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah.
10.
Go ahead.
Big old 10.
Cool. Awesome. Alistair, you fully land prone after you fall over some sort of upturned root. As you do so, though, as it kind of gets to the end of your turn, Alistair, you feel your foot is on that root. You can still just feel the pressure, right? Everything's just pressure. You have no sense of pain. You could have broken your leg. You have no idea. But as you feel that that upturned root kind of on top of your foot, on top of your shoe, you actually feel it sink down.
Heard that.
Okay. With that, it is Bridget's turn.
Hey, it's me. I would love to cast Guardian of Nature at 4th level with the Primal Beast feature. So her walking speed increases by 10 feet, gains Dark Vision to a range of 120 feet, and can make strength-based attack rolls with advantage, and melee weapon hits deal an additional d6 of force. Mainly it's for that 120 feet of dark vision. As she peers out, she's got like the like bottom 2 teeth like turn into almost like tusks.
Oh hell yeah, this transforms you. Hell yeah. Yeah, what do we see?
Yeah. So she as she's doing this, she takes like a vine from the staff and lashes it across her body as her arms like get larger and furrier, as like her tail also becomes like much more wild, as she almost turns into like she's like kind of on her hands and feet at this point to run almost wolf-like, with the little mushroom cap and everything. With these big old fangs.
Hell yeah.
Real fun visual. I'm imagining the Ben 10 creature that like doesn't have eyes with the big yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly what you were talking about.
As she looks
incredible.
out to see and will move. And what does she see before she moves? Because that would
Yeah, absolutely. Darkfish is definitely going to help you out here. There is a lot of brush and like other sort of things in your way. So what I'm going to say, and this is going to give you advantage on your perception check.
Cool. I already have it. So yippee. 24.
24. Okay, cool. You see what looks to be a small sort of humanoid figure that is currently in the process of trying to climb a small dead tree, as there are 3 wolves that are in your Guardian of Nature form. Clearly in this, you see their heads low, they're like the backbones just kind of like raising up, their tails just in a perfect sort of straight line, as you see them moving forward to corner their prey.
Do I see Alistair after he ate shit?
Yes.
So Bridget's gonna first 15 feet to get to Alistair, and then she'll use her action to pick his ass up.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sweet.
I don't think we're not gonna do not to like mount her or anything. Just literally just to get his ass up.
Okay.
And then it's just gonna they're over there. And then it's just gonna start rolling towards them.
Hey, Hannah, you should do this spell more often. Cool.
I want to know what the tree one sounds like now too. Jeez, that's amazing.
It's a little deeper.
Yeah. Hey, I do voice acting every once in a while, so like
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, no, then she's running the other 25 feet and is just trying to get in between these beasts and that creature, which Don't know how that's gonna look for the little one, but
Yeah. Cool. Everyone inside the caravan, I mean, everyone hears this, but specifically inside the caravan and around the caravan, the ones that do not see what's happening right now, hear another scream as something that was in Bridget's place seems to go tearing off into the forest. Miri, that is your turn.
All right, let's get these doggies.
Gwen's just gonna remind her. Remember, conversation.
So she's gonna hop off the caravan and run. Well, first, can I do a perception check to see if I saw them where Bridget and Alistair went and what happened?
You definitely saw the direction Bridget and Alistair went. Being on top of the cart, there's a possibility you could see the scene of what's going on. We'll say
the wolves.
Yeah, give me a perception check to see if you can see the wolves. I'll give you
Advantage?
No, but I will say it's straight. It's not with disadvantage.
Perception.
Bridget used a 4th level spell to be able to get advantage.
I got 17.
Okay. With a 17... Yeah, I'm with you. With a 17, you do see what looks to be... you can see that, like, there is what looks to be, like, kind of this, like, mop of hair from this humanoid figure that is climbing backwards, kind of up a tree, scrambling and slipping and like kind of like grasping where they're at, and you see at least 2 of the 3 right now. You see 2 of the 3 wolves right now, as they are now at this point starting to kind of like they're just about to pounce up the tree. Bridget, you are not able to get in between them, but your next turn you might be able to.
How far away are they?
About 30, we'll say 35 feet.
Okay. So
You
I have
did
40, so I can
you
get
moved
over
to
there
get
in one movement.
Alistair, right? And then it
I
was
didn't know
25
if he
feet
was in the
after.
same direction as them. That was why. But Alistair
Roughly,
probably
yeah,
went the
I
wrong
think it
way.
was yeah. So I think
Alistair just
it's
went the wrong way.
Yeah, not one. Alistair went the wrong way.
Makes sense.
So with my 40 feet, I can get there with just my regular movement.
Yeah, especially if you I'll say this, it is an area of difficult terrain. Or I'll be even nicer about it. It's an area where you may need to make a dex save. However, you have the ability to hop.
Yeah, I was gonna ask when my hop get me out of that.
Yeah, I think if you used your rabbit hop, you would absolutely ignore any of the underbrush that may come up and trip you up.
Okay, but the problem is if I use my rabbit hop, I can't rage.
That is
Those
the
are
problem.
both bonus actions.
So do you risk the dex save?
Yeah, I'm gonna risk the death save. Not death save. Dex save.
So you risk the death save. Go ahead and make me that death
Yeah.
saving throw. No. Cool. Might I suggest you rage before you start running?
Yeah. She'll rage, then start running, and then I guess make a dex save.
You got it. Go ahead and roll me that D100 first.
Beep, beep, beep. Oh man, what number
Oh,
is
Miri
that?
does not have dark vision, does she?
No. But you gave me a straight roll because I was on the roof.
No. Yeah, perception check stands. the reason why I recommended raging is because with a rage, you're able to get advantage on dex saves on things you can see.
Oh, can see, yeah. If it's up close, I can see it, right?
I'm pretty sure it's things you can see.
It's
Yeah,
advantage on strength with rage. It's a danger sense is what gives the advantage on dex. But
Yes,
it is
that not
seen.
while raging?
That's just all the
Okay.
time.
Guys, I rolled a 4.
yeah.
I think.
Oh
I'm
no.
pretty sure it's a 4, not a 9.
On your D100?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, a ghostly predator from my subconscious snarls from behind the nearest creature. You are frightened of that creature until the end of your next turn.
Miri, if I may, you that's mechanically that sucks. Mary, you jump off and immediately start to kind of take off in that direction. You are raging, you are ready to go as you are moving, and all of a sudden you see large pointed ears straight up. And the reason why you see it is because in front of it is this tiny yellow lantern. You see the crazed look as this figure is emerging. It's for some reason Graham has grown about maybe 10 feet as he is moving through the grass, looking in your direction.
She like skids to a stop and starts scrambling backwards. Batoki! No! And then do I get frozen or do I actually run away? I don't know what happens.
If it's just a frightened condition, it's basically you can't move closer to the source of fear and you have disadvantage while it's in your sight.
Yep, so she's just like scrambling backwards.
Miri, come dig up things with me.
No!
I want to pretend to put you in the dirt like we used to. Okay, cool. So everybody who's left in the caravan right now, you hear a secondary higher pitched scream.
Yeah. Gwen is watching this happen. I assume only Miri sees this.
I think only Mary sees this
Got
for
you.
the sake of everyone's sanity. Incredible. Okay. Gwen, it is your turn. I will. I'm going to double check your feet, Mary, before it comes to your next turn.
Cool. Gwen, realizing that maybe she should have done this beforehand, is going to focus a little bit on that forest blessing that we were bestowed with.
Yes.
Just to see if she can get a vibe. Like, are we heading into super big danger? Is this a natural forest sort of danger, or is there something else going on? Like, is there something here that the blessing can help us with? Especially as she sees Miri freaking out. Like, she's not sure what that's about. Like, is this some sort of magical effect?
Yeah. I think I get where you're getting. The only tricky thing about this is that the Gwen has dabbled in many magics.
Totally.
Druidcraft not being one of them. And I mean not the spell Druidcraft, but druidic spells in general.
Totally.
So what I'm going to say here is for Gwen to rely on her deductive reasoning. So go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Uh, 22. I rolled an 18.
Beautiful. To answer your question, and I'll kind of make my way there. Here we go. The idea of the blessing of the forest could carry along a bunch of different things. It could be the idea that the forest itself is going to be welcoming to you and not try to harm you in any way. It could be that there is going to be a smoother sort of travel for you, but that's it. And it could be a bunch of other sort of variations of that. One thing that is pretty clear in this is that Bridget, what did you yell to Alistair? Or growl
they're
to?
over there.
They're over there. Okay. What you're able to determine, Gwen, with a 22 is that if this was something natural, there's a good chance that the blessing of the forest would allow this to happen, but probably keep it away from you. This is probably something unnatural.
Cool. Okay, Gwen's going to get down. She's going to head towards Miri. Be like, do not attack me with that axe. And she's going to wrap Prim's scarf around her and hope for the best. Because she seems really frightened right now, and Prim's scarf helps with bullshit like that sometimes. So she's gonna take a chance on that. Take a chance that Miri's not gonna attack her with the axe, but we'll see.
If it's Miri's own magic, I don't think it would work.
As you say that, you say Gwen, Gwen kind of runs by and just goes, don't attack me with that axe. Miri, you see Graham get somehow even bigger through the brush and say, Miri, doesn't she know it's a hammer?
Oh, that's right. It is a hammer.
Miri grabs onto you and screams in your face.
I just picture a full Louise Belcher, just like,
Yes.
Gwen is just like, this is why I don't want kids, as she's wrapping the scarf around Miri. And
incredible.
He does not know if this will work at all, or that it's Miri's own magic, but we're gonna try.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Definitively does this item need to be attuned or no?
I don't think so. Does it?
Hannah, you may be the resident expert.
In regards to Prim's scarf, you do not need to be attuned to it. You can just wrap it around
Beautiful.
them, and it's immunity to charm.
Okay, cool. Is it anything to frightened or just charmed?
Just charmed.
Just charmed.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Let's have some fun with this. Miri, roll me a d20.
That's a 1.
You're gonna kill Gwen.
So what happens is any part of Graham that Miri may find a little bit charming and familiar in a way is now horribly distorted into Miri's worst nightmare. It is just deeper in fright and away from charm. So I think that lantern, that lantern in front of his head all of a sudden just seems to open a mouth on itself and just starts talking for Graham. And just, Miri, look at me.
Miri grabs onto one hand on each side of Gwen's face. It just screams, "We both die tonight!"
Oh. Great. I'm assuming that was my action.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I don't really have a bonus action. She's just going to look at Io and say, help the others. I'll deal with this. It's my fault.
You sure you got 2-step? Cause can calm her down if need be, but yeah, I can help the others if that's better.
Yeah, help the others, Io.
All right. Io, it is your turn.
Yeah, Io's going to zip off over to where the others are.
Actually, sorry. Sorry, before it's your turn, real quick. Okay. I didn't roll this for you guys to see this, but it was a 9, a 1, and a 12. As all 3 of the wolves start to try to scramble and attack this smaller humanoid figure in the tree, all of them miss. Okay, now it's your turn, Io.
Okay. So, I was gonna get as close as he can. With 30 feet, can he get a lay of the land to see that Alistair is on the ground? Richard's helping him, and then this situation with these 3 wolves and this small person.
You're trying to get in between?
Well, since I'm floating, I'd be floating above them. And you said there's 3 wolves that are essentially crowding her.
Yeah.
Okay. So no, I'm not gonna try and get in between them. But what I am going to do, all right. Let's do this. Let's go with. Yeah, we're gonna.
So first off,
slowing.
just as you do that, just real quick. So you start this turn 35 feet away.
Okay.
Just clarification.
And I can fly 40 feet.
Beautiful.
So yeah, I'm gonna close the distance there. And then I think you're gonna see the eyes on Io's arm light up. As you see time distort around him as he tries to cast slow on all 3 of these wolves. They need to make a DC 18 wisdom save.
Okay. What's the DC, sorry?
18.
18. Okay, weird. One rolled a nat 1, one rolled a nat 20, and the other rolled a 12. So one makes the save, miraculously.
Okay. So one makes the save. I think what he's also going to do is he's going to shout at the person, "Hey, we'll try and come down and get you, and then get you somewhere safe. All right?"
Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen. Lost the last thing you said, Dan.
He said he's gonna come down and get her if that's okay with her and take her somewhere safe.
You hear a response of, "Okay, quick, please."
Yeah, I got you. And I think he's gonna try to use that last 5 feet of movement to start to descend to grab her and take her with him.
Okay.
And that'll be Io's turn.
Got it. Cool. Go ahead and jump out and jump back in for me if you don't mind.
Yep, will do.
Okay. Cool. As that happens, I'm going to say, Alistair, this is what you see on your turns. You see Io is kind of up and like starting to kind of descend down. So you have a at least a sort of shadowed outline of his appearance. You see a figure as Io kind of starts to kind of come down. You see a figure of a smaller humanoid figure leap out from where they are at the tree and go to clasp themselves around Io. I'm gonna have some fun here and say that, Alistair, you notice that the humanoid figure immediately starts to slip off of Io, not able to really able to hold on. Looks like they're about to slip to the ground. It is your turn.
How high up are you, Io?
Let's say he's would 15 feet off the ground be
15
reasonable?
is exactly what I was thinking. Yep.
Perfect. That's sounded realistic to me.
Yep. That's perfect.
Cool. Yeah, I think you see a swirl of dust directly around Alistair come up and basically going to cushion this person who is falling with vortex warp down directly in front of me.
Okay. Cool. Beautiful. I mean, that's a solid plan in this. As you see this figure starting to kind of slip off of Io, you see it call that figure towards you, and you see them. I think, if I may, like you see them at a certain point start to kind of like lurch forward into nothing and disappear, and then reappear in front of you, as if moving through a pocket of space and time. And you see this figure is it is extremely dark. Give me a perception check. Bridget, you're on deck, by the way.
23.
23. Cool. With a 23, you see it is extremely dark. It is difficult to sort of see what's going on here, but this figure is directly in front of you, and you see a mop of what looks to be like some sort of darker hair, skin that seems to be oddly sort of pale, and a set of green eyes that look remarkably the same green as yours.
Immediately look down at his legs. Its legs.
As you look down at the legs, you are surprised to see no braces, no machinations of any kind. I'm going to say that's your turn right there. Bridget, you are up.
Cool. Now that whatever the hell that is pulled over there, Bridget's gonna go beast mode on these wolves.
Yeah.
And is gonna keep charging. And we're gonna have some fun. She is going to bonus action to do her Halo of Spores, which means she gains 48 temp HP, turning into a giant fucking tank. And then is gonna run forward and swipe at one of the critters, at one of the wolves.
Go for
it. Whichever one looks the biggest, I think, is kind of where she's rolling with that.
You got it.
Okay, so I don't add that. I'm double checking stuff to make sure for damage ideas. She will use Primal Savagery as her hand turns into a giant claw and just goes to slam into it.
Got it.
Does the dirtiest 20 this side of the Mississippi hit?
So hits.
Yeah. Because it's technically a wisdom attack, because it's a spell attack, she doesn't get all of the extra fun bonuses. But she still does 3d10 poison damage.
Hell yeah.
15 poison damage.
Cool. How do you want to kill this wolf?
Yeah, I think she runs forward, rips where the jugular is, and just rips down, looking at the other two, just going, back off.
Go ahead and give me an intimidation check with advantage, please.
Hell yeah. 16?
Okay, cool. With the DC set of 16, that is their wisdom or con, whatever you want to call it, is going to fail for both as you see them immediately start to turn tail and take off into the forest. Unless there is anything we want to do initiative-wise, we are out of initiative. I'm going to still scare the shit out of Miri for a second.
Yeah, go for it.
Beautiful, thank you. So Miri, as you start your turn in still the frightened condition, you I would say honestly at this point, because I want to give Miri the idea of the turn here. Does Miri do anything? So you cannot willingly move closer towards the creature. I would argue that there's a good chance that this creature is taking up any sort of all of your focus.
So she can't move closer, but she can have a surge of courage, right? Because she's got 3 lassos that she's going to try and just lasso this absolute monster and see if she can garrote him.
Absolutely. Yeah, you have disadvantage, but yeah, go for it.
Disadvantage, okay. This is just an attack roll? What am I rolling?
Yeah, I'll give this to you as a weapon attack roll.
Disadvantage, I rolled an 18, so hold on. What am I attacking?
Hell yeah.
Sorry.
That's a good question. What is it that you're attacking?
No, with. So, like, what do I add a modifier with? Just nothing?
I'll say an 18
Can
hits.
I use an unarmed strike? Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know what? Miri, I'm going to have you
trying to
roll.
nab him and then just, like, yank it so it, like, chokes him.
Okay, you got it. I want you to roll one more luck roll for me, please.
Okay. I'll use the one that just rolled the highest. Just rolled a 19.
Okay.
So. Oops. 13.
13. Cool. 13, I would argue, is middle of the pack. So here's what happens. Miri, you throw your lasso out and you see this slow motion moment of this perfectly spinning, curled. The rope is like a perfect sort of yellowish, like red, in the full darkness, as it falls down gently across this monster Graham's throat. You see that you get that, and then you pull, and as you pull, you hear this very cartoonish pop as the head comes flying off, rolls into the air, and drops at your feet. as you see the head of Graham turn and look at you and go, "Till we meet again, Miri."
And then she spits on him.
Beautiful.
Gwen is just like, what the fuck? She saw Miri lasso thin air.
Yeah, and then spit on the ground. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Are they gone?
Yeah, they're gone. Quick, come inside the carriage. It's warmer in here.
Okay. All right. My backpack.
We'll find it. Don't worry.
Okay. Thank you. And you both start to scramble back in, or start to move. He kind of scrambles to his feet, and starts to follow you into the cart. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Miri, are you okay? You're fine. Okay.
I had to work some stuff out. I'm good.
All right. Excellent. Then Gwen will do what she was going to do because she doesn't know what the hell's going on down there, and just shout out, "Guys, whatever's happening, I don't think it's natural." As you are all walking back towards me.
Okay.
I think he was, well, he wouldn't have, there's no way he would have heard that this guy was looking for his bag, but if you'll allow me, I
You could
will
have
look
you could have heard
around.
that.
Okay. Then I think Io's gonna look around this area. Does he see a bag anywhere?
It's a very good question. Io, I'm gonna have you roll a perception check. I'll be very clear on this. 10 or higher, you find one thing. 18 or higher, you find two things.
Here we go. Nat
I
20.
assume that was a 20, but okay, nat 20.
Yeah.
You look around, searching this forest floor for this. Seems like now at this point, hearing some of the conversation, this young, maybe kid's backpack. Start scrounging around, looking through the brush. You find it. Small brown leather backpack. Sitting in the bush. You take it, grab it, turn. In the darkness, the small clearing in the canopy that is cutting right through to the forest floor. Could have been a tree. It had this wooden-like quality, but it was tall. It looked like it had appendages. You had moved a little too much to the right as it drifts out of view from you. You have a choice. You found the backpack. You know where your friends are. Do you try to figure out what that was? Do you go back into the position you were at? Or do you head back?
I think we linger in that position to see what that thing was. I think the curiosity, he can't drop it.
So you move back into that position.
Yes. Though, can I add this? Can I have Callisto fly the backpack back to my friends?
Yeah, I like that. You just like finding clusters. Yeah, you take this.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Bridget, what are you doing?
Bridget is looking over the wolf that she killed. And is still in her bestial form because she has it for like a minute. And is going to be kind of trying to use druidcraft a bit here to try to have the plants grow around it to kind of sink the body into the earth a little bit to return it to nature, to continue its cycle of life and death.
Actually, Dan, I lied. I'm going to explain it right now. It's like a statue. Just standing in the middle of this forest. It looks... The appendages look manufactured. It's so dark out. All you can really see is the shadow of this, but you can see the ball joints of elbows and knees. As you peer a little closer, space where its head is, you see a bright purple spiral appear. And that light envelops you. And we're going to pause you there. Alistair, it sounds like Gwen and Miri are kind of heading back, but you're the one that's in this caravan, right?
Alone with this person.
This person. This is a kid. Couldn't be older than 13, 14 years old. You see he's kind of huddled up, hands wrapped around knees, up against the wall. You see that he's shaking uncontrollably. This shaking that is familiar to you before. You think back to moments of the clinical magical trials of having to face certain creatures and overcoming them, all within the safety binds of the school, of course, but you're reminded of that, at least one of those traumatic moments, as you see just the shaking that you remember being annoyed and angry at that you're doing that. Why can't I just stop? You know now that it just was, what's the word?
Like autonomous.
No,
subconscious.
No, the energy that you, like when you're shaking and you can't stop it from something that happened that was high energy.
The adrenaline?
Oh.
Adrenaline, thank you. That was, yeah. It's just adrenaline. But you see the furrowed brow, just trying to pull it together. Head's just facing down.
It's okay to be scared, but you're safe now. What are you doing out here? Are you alone?
Yes. I was just trying to get back home.
Where's home?
You see the figure. Look up. Bright green eyes. Almost perfectly matching your. Eisenheim. And with that, we're going to end tonight's session. See y'all next week.